Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Lonely Black Girl. My name is Brianna, and if this is your first time listening, welcome. So there are a few things that I would like to talk about within this podcast. There's been a lot of changes in my life, and I felt like, so if you listened to the previous episode of The Lonely Black Girl, then you would know that I was kind of in a place where I was like, oh, I'm happy, things are going well, la la la. And to be honest with you, I feel like I was on a high and I just came stumbling down from life. So this week just isn't the best week in my opinion. I've been having a lot of different feelings, a lot of different emotions, and you're probably also wondering if you're watching this. I'm filming for the first time. Why am I filming? Well, I had a revelation and I was literally just thinking I kept having this feeling where I wasn't the person that I'm supposed to be, and I felt like I needed to return to something, and for me that is acting. So I'm trying to I feel so silly. I'm trying to regain my confidence in front of the camera and not feel so awful when I look at myself. Um, I've definitely dealt with a lot of like body issues. There are days when it's just so intense I can't even look into the mirror. And I definitely today is one of those days. So I thought, what better than to take the next step into what I want to do instead of feeling sorry for myself? Why not record my podcast? And that is exactly what I'm doing today. If you're wondering about the shirt that I'm wearing, it's actually my own line. It's Eggshell Shop. This isn't out yet. I haven't put anything up for it just yet, but it will be out soon. And definitely gotta get some promoting done for it, but it's pretty dope. But yeah, so I'm really just trying to regain my confidence and be where I once was. It's kind of funny. When I started the podcast, I actually recorded an entire episode and it turned out my camera wasn't even filming. So, I had like my pony in, like I had on like my Zara shirt, super cute, and I had did my makeup and everything for the video. And when I found out that it didn't record, all I could think was, you gotta be shitting me. And then the only like 5 minutes of the video that did actually record, I looked at myself and I literally just wanted to vomit. It was just, why do we feel this? Like, why do you end up feeling this way? Like, you took the time to actually put yourself out there and you look at your work and you feel like crap. Like, what is that? Like, you should feel proud. You would literally think like, hey, like, I feel proud that I'm putting this out, that I'm putting myself out there. And then all you can think about is the bags under your eyes, or how your hair looks really stupid in this shot, or like your double chin, or if you don't have one, like, it's just like your bones. It's just like, it's why do we allow these thoughts to consume us, especially me? Like, I've definitely been feeling this way for a while, and I feel like I'm always up and down, and I've definitely spiraled from last week, like all the way spiraled. I haven't felt great about myself, and I guess that is all part of a healing journey. Like, you're gonna go through ups and downs. You're gonna feel like you don't matter. You're gonna feel like you're not in your prime, like you're not the best that you can be. And then there are days when you feel like you're on top of the world, and it's just a lot. And I feel like every day I'm learning so much about myself and the person that I want to be, and it's definitely been overwhelming, so, but it's the journey. That's the whole point of this podcast. It's to talk about my journey and becoming the person that I want to be. And I think that's also what's so hard about doing this every week, is because I'm pushing myself to put myself out there and to document in a sense. And it's gonna be so crazy when I look back at this like 10 years from now. It's gonna be insane because I'm probably gonna end up laughing, and then right now I'm feeling like I'm definitely not laughing. I just said screw it, changed, put on something that I'm actually comfortable in, that I personally like to chill in, took my hair down, like took it out, put it the way I normally wear it, and I was like, whatever, this is me, and I'm going to have to accept it, and I'm going to have to love it. And I feel as though a lot of people have a hard time accepting their flaws and coming into terms with who they are and who they're supposed to be. And I feel like there's just such a difference. But I don't know, my neighbors upstairs are making so much noise. So if you hear weird noises, I'm really sorry. um, Hopefully this doesn't get me banned if they do something crazy, you know? So, yeah, but I'm just doing my best. I've definitely noticed lately that I've been having a hard time being alone. I feel like I've just been kind of spiraling. Well, I already said I was spiraling, but when I'm alone, I feel like it's worse. Like, it's like I'm shouting, but nobody can hear in a sense. But then there are times when I love being alone. Like the first couple of hours, I'm on top of the world. I'm just all over the place. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself and my space. And then there are times when I just can't believe that this is me. And instead of being like proud, like, yeah, like this is me, like, oh my God, instead I'm just thinking about how much I hate it. And I can't believe that I'm feeling this way. And I feel so stupid for feeling the way that I've been feeling. And I know that it's like temporary, but damn, is it intense. And it's like a full body thing. Like you feel it from your head to your toes to your fingertips. And then it's just awful. Like, I don't get it, because yesterday I was fine, and then, so yesterday was pretty interesting. So if you don't know, my boyfriend is a DJ and a producer, and he took me to the studio because he was having a show, and I guess it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. He was having a show, and he had people flying in to be a part of the show, and I went with him to run errands because I couldn't go to the show. I had work in the morning, and we went to go pick up like everybody, and it was cool, like everybody was super nice. Like I love everybody. Like it was great just seeing everyone. I haven't seen a lot of these people in quite some time. And we went to the studio after picking everyone up, and I was having a good time. I was chilling. I did break my drinking, like the no drinking. I was definitely drinking all week. Um, so that's not good, but I went with everybody, was hanging out, was having a good time, chilling, eating tacos, and then everybody just got into their creative modes, and I was just by myself because I'm not an artist anymore. I don't professionally sing anymore. I don't really do a lot of things that I used to do when I was a lot younger, and I felt like an outsider, like I didn't belong, and it just mentally messed me up. I was sitting there and I just couldn't believe that I was this person who had nothing to do. Like I always have something to do. Like I always have something that I'm good at, that I can achieve, that I can put in front and show off, and I had nothing. I had to sit there I had to sit there and I felt so useless. I felt useless. I felt untalented. I just felt like a nobody. And even if you aren't famous or anything like that, like I'm definitely not. I always like we're all someone. We all have a name, we exist, and that means that we're someone. So if we're alive, then that means that we can eject energies, and that is what makes you somebody. That's important. And I think that we get so consumed by the industry and like television and TV and Instagram and influencers and all of that, and we forget that we too are somebody. We too are and have we're great. And the fact that we don't always believe that is pretty astounding. But that's how I felt when I went to the studio. I just felt like I had nothing to offer. And I realized that the job that I'm doing, like the career paths that I'm on, aren't really what I want to do. You know, so like as of right now, like as you can see, I'm taking little baby steps, but it's just hard, you know, and maybe because I'm just beginning, but I felt awful. Like I felt sad, you know. All I could think of was, you're not an artist anymore. You're not an artist anymore. La la la. And I realized how freaking annoyed and how, I'm like tired of my glasses, but I realized how annoyed and how jealous I was. And it's always so weird for me to say that I'm jealous, because it just makes me feel like a bad person. And I don't know why that is. Like I always associate it with negativity, and it is negative. And that's how I felt. And I couldn't understand why I was feeling that way until I went home and I went to sleep, and I was like, I feel this way because I'm not doing what I should be doing and what I love. And for me, that's this podcast and that's acting. And I realize I've just been doing the wrong crap for myself and for my soul. And I have to do what aligns with who I am. But I just had like all these deep thoughts in the back of a studio, y'all. Like, who does that? Who's just sitting there like, damn, life, like, who's doing that? I don't know, but pray for them, pray for me, because I was having a moment. I was having a serious moment, and it's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. It's embarrassing. And then I had people going, whoa, what's wrong? Like, I don't want to tell you what's wrong. It's embarrassing. Like, yo, like, I'm over here down with myself and feeling like a piece of crap. Like, why do I want to tell you that? I don't want to tell you that. Like, you don't need to know. Like, I know y'all don't watch my shit, so it was a moment. I just went off. So instead of feeling like I'm not worth anything and that I'm not going to be anything and that I can't look the way that I want to look and feel the way I want to feel, I took today as a stance to change that, to become the person that I'm meant to be. And I'm not really the type of person that's just gonna jump up and change my whole life and live my life like a freaking Pinterest board. Like, I hate that concept. Like, it's positive and it's toxic all at the same time. Like, this is when I wake up, this is what I do. Like, of course we all want to do that, but that's not a reality. There are days when I don't want to do anything. It's like, if it's my day off and it's like the first day off after a week, I don't want to do anything. I'm trying to collect my thoughts and get rid of the bags under my eyes and trying to get everything back together piece by piece, come out of that work mode and just find a second to relax and do what I want to do. So it's not easy, but it's possible. And the fact that it's possible to be the person you want to be and to have the thing that you want to have is everything. We were driving, my boyfriend and I, we were driving over to Target to go pick up like an order I had ordered online. It was just like deodorant and stuff. And he was telling me about, like, I guess he saw some domestic violence, because our Target's kind of like in not the best area, and he saw like some sort of domestic violence, and then he was like, he felt some type of way about it, and he was calling the area ghetto. And I was like, well, how old were like these people? And he was like, oh, they looked about like maybe our age or in their 30s or something. And it's just crazy how, and he was saying that it was crazy how people continue to live the way that they live. And I told him, I was like, not everybody is able to take steps to achieve the things that they want to achieve. You know, a lot of people become a product of their environment. One, because they might be afraid of change. Two, because they don't believe in themselves. And three, they don't have the necessary materials to be the person that they want to be. And that honestly says a lot about people, like us as people. Like, how do you achieve a lot of things? How do these people who are big stars or the top person at your job or whatever, being the person that they need to be, and you can't seem to even get the fucking day right? Like, you can't even seem to like put your outfit on right, like, or eat clean and all that. Like, how do they get there? Well, they got there by taking baby steps. That's first and foremost. They took baby steps. They didn't just immerse themselves in it, because how can you immerse yourself into something that you're not even a part of yet? You have to figure out a way to get there. So you take step by step by step, and then the universe is always working in your favor. So it kind of brings everything towards you. It pushes you to be the person that you want to be in, instead of, and for instance, like for me, instead of being at the studio and letting it negatively affect me, because when things affect me, they affect me for like weeks. Okay, it's a long time. And instead of me allowing it to tear me down, because you know, it wasn't even a negative situation. It was my thoughts that were negative. It was myself creating this energy around me and feeling like crap. And instead of allowing it to forever, I switched it. I went, you know what? No, I have my podcast that makes me a creative. And also, I have a lot of talent. I know how to sing. I know how to act. I can't dance very well, but like, there's a lot of things that I'm capable of that aren't just real estate and business related, you know? And I was like, how can I create this space where I can be the person that I want to be? Like, and then I started to visualize, what would the person my future self, like, what would they be doing day to day? What would their life be like? And so I realized that this person isn't a Pinterest board. This person wakes up when they need to wake up, whatever time that may be. This person looks at herself with love and light. This person figures out what she's going to do throughout the day, and she writes it down, or she writes it down for the week. And this person is confident. So I started to think, how can I become confident in the area that I want to be confident in? And I tried to take pictures of myself, and it just didn't go too great. And I was like, that's the issue. I don't feel comfortable physically putting myself out there unless it's my voice. So I put my camera up. Yes, I was insecure and I got all ready and it didn't work out. Good thing it didn't work out. But I realized I had to create that person. Now I'm here and I'm talking to you, and I'm doing my podcast through my regular mic, uploading it, and also recording. And this is my baby step. This is my way of finding confidence. But yeah, like, I feel like no one ever really tells you how to achieve your dreams. Instead, it's always like, go to school. Like, I'm not telling you not to go to school. First off, I'm not telling you not to go to school, because you should definitely go if you want to. Like, if that's within your path, if you want to be like a doctor or a lawyer, whatever, you know, like, I would definitely go to school. But I think finding people you admire is always important, and figuring out what they did to start, just to help you kind of get in that position. You know, networking, if you're like me and you are awful at networking, because you're shy, then for me personally, I always do my best to just try and at least say hi, which is not always easiest. I'm a bit, I don't want to say I'm antisocial, I'm just socially awkward. But yeah, no one tells you. You have to take baby steps, and you have to figure out where those baby steps are going to be and how it's going to help you achieve your goals. Like, it's just how it is. Like, it's what's going on right now. And I think putting yourself in the position where you feel like you're capable, that you can do it, is kind of everything. And I like, one thing I hate too is like when super like religious people go, like, they'll say something like, oh, God's got it, but then they're not doing anything like at all. Like, I'm sorry, but nothing's gonna come to you if you're just sitting on your couch. Like, I know I'm sitting on my couch, but like, nothing's gonna come to you if you're just sitting on your couch eating chips, watching TV all day. Like, you really think, like, so say you want to be a model or something, you really think just chilling on your couch all day, not taking photos, not doing anything, that an agent's just gonna like come knock on your door real quick and be like, I need you to model? Like, if that has happened to you, my God, you're amazing. Like, you're lucky as hell. But as the average person, that's probably not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen unless you're creating a portfolio, you're taking pictures, you're looking for agencies through Google or Instagram, or like kind of following people who are doing the thing that you're interested in. And we're so not aware of that as a society, in a sense. Instead, we're comparing ourselves to these people. And what, if anything, what the last couple of days have taught me is that you cannot compare yourself to anyone, because they are not fucking you. Like, they are not you. You cannot compare yourself to anybody. And coming to that realization is so difficult, because how can you not compare yourself to everybody? I mean, sometimes you have to, sometimes you want to. Like, it's so difficult. Like, you see someone with the body that you want. Like, I saw this girl right before I did this podcast. She like was getting her BBL done or something, and when I tell you, that process looked so painful just to get, like, I don't know about that. Like, props to her. Like, she went through it. Her body does look incredible. But me personally, I could not take it that far. The pain that she was in just looked unbearable, and I'm glad that she's okay and she looks great. So all in all, I'm glad it was worth it for her. But I'm seeing all these people looking at like Kim Kardashian and like stuff like that, and comparing themselves to them. Like, you really think they became that person by just not doing anything? Like, no, they worked really hard to look the way that they look, or they worked really hard to get the money to pay for the way that they want it to look. Like, everything takes time, and it just, yeah, it takes time, and it takes baby steps. So, because I remember the first season of the Kardashians, of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they were not who they are now at all. So that just shows you right there, like, you have to work your way up, and you have to put yourself in positions to where you can achieve little things at a time. But life is insane, and I think just getting over all of our insecurities and fixing our self-esteem and gaining confidence can really just put us on the map and just really put us anywhere, But I think social media is the devil. It's definitely the devil. Every time I get on there, I just feel depressed, like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not, yeah, exactly, like I'm not doing enough. And I don't think I should be feeling that way at all. I really don't, because there's nothing wrong with cellulite or stretch marks, or not being a size 2, or being like I'm literally wearing like a double XL with this shirt right now, like, because I like the way that it looks, and I like the way that it feels on me. So it's just, you have to put yourself out there. You have to be comfortable with yourself. And if you're not like me, then you have to take the steps to get there. And it's going to be hard. And I feel like I've been talking to myself this entire time to like boost me up, give myself a pep talk. But it's true, you know? You have to be in this mindset of, hey, I'm I'm it. Like, yo, like this is what's up. Like I'm this person. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I'm everything. And the fact that a lot of people aren't doing that every day, especially me, is so sad. And we need to change that. We need to change the narrative because this is our story. This is our life. And screw anybody who thinks that we're wrong, because they're not in our shoes. They're not seeing what we're seeing and feeling what we're feeling and doing the things that we're meant to be doing, because they're not us. They are not us at all. So if I can give you anything today, I'm definitely just going to give you advice to believe in yourself, to keep striving for the best, and to find your happiness just like I am. I am on that journey to find my happiness, and I'm so happy and so grateful to have everybody on this journey with me. You listening, you're on this journey, so thank you so much, but let's do it together. Like, find your journey, figure out what you want to do, and dive in. And just so you know, taking baby steps means you're diving in, because it took you a lot to take those baby steps and to get out that bed this morning. So thank you so much for listening. I will be making another podcast next week. I'll definitely turn on notifications because I don't always make it on the same day. But yeah, turn on your notifications, subscribe, follow, and I'll be back at it tomorrow, as if I'm doing wine with wine now. I'm just saying I'll be back next week, and I really look forward to everyone listening, and thank you. And if you're watching this video, hi. But yeah, all right, guys, have a great night or morning. Have a great day, and be yourself, sending light and love your way. And I'll see you next week. Bye.